Okay, so we've been joined by Chris, who is Head of Football Development here at Leamington Town. Chris, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah. So what does your role consist of?
A little bit of everything, to be honest. So my focus day to day at the club is focusing on the junior section and all the community work we do locally. So as a football club, we've got 30 junior teams from under 7s to 18s. In the community, we've got our Breaks Community Foundation, which is our charity arm. And with that, we probably deliver to around 1,000 people per week. So that's from schoolwork to youth clubs, community centres. We're working with the FA Para Talent ID pathway, Para Disability pathway. We've got mini kickers, male, female.
Busy. You're a busy man, aren't you?
So I oversee it all. Yeah. So that's basically day to day. We're running. That's my aspect of it, and then I work with the first team as well.
Yeah. I mean, from our point of view, we go when we do our visits. It's not just about coming for a match. This is about coming to promote the clubs for what they do in the community,
Brilliant,
for the youth setups. That's what we're about. We actually probably don't focus on the game, do we?
No.
But it's a good opportunity on match day to catch everyone, you know.
Yeah.
So out of interest, I've been to a few clubs, and recently we were down at Maidenhead, weren't we? And some of the clubs do some calculations to come up with the value to the community in terms of money.
Yeah.
Have you got?
We haven't as yet. It's actually something we're doing in the process. We're trying to work with the correct people because it's obviously a big old piece.
Easy, yeah.
But obviously, based on what a couple of local clubs have done around the area, you know, it's in the millions.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I mean, Maidenhead were claiming about £5.1 million of value.
Yeah.
Leek Town, they were saying to me that, or us at the time, I think they were at 2.1 million. And this is what when we talk to people like you, who are the unsung heroes at the clubs, really, because you're the ones that are putting the effort into involve the community, keep the kids off the streets.
Yeah.
And I get Pete will bored with me, I think, because I will bang on again that the higher up the pyramid, I don't think give any way appreciation to what a local non-league football club's all about. It's not about Saturday afternoon. It's about constant community involvement, and I think it's very clear that the local non-league clubs actually put more into the community than a Premier League club in terms of the kids, the girls, you know.
But you know what I think it is as well, though? I think that if you look at like what you do, for example, getting into community centres, into schools, colleges, etc., right? A lot of kids, they don't know anything except for the Premier League. Right? Parents will support top 6 teams, families, uncles, aunties, cousins, etc. You're going in there with the Leamington badge on your top. Actually, we've got a club up the road, lads. Come and play with us. You love your football, come and play with us. And these kids, they're not only going to get to do what they love, but they might actually follow their local team. Do you know what I mean? They might come down here on a Saturday afternoon and be like, oh, right. You know, there's so much more to it, and there's so much more opportunity that actually it's not just about their potential football careers.
100%.
It's about your club and about building a next generation of supporters as well, you know?
We have a fan for life model. That's what we try and work off community wise, and we try and work, obviously we work from age sort of 2 and 3 all the way through. We've got open age male and female sessions, but you know, the fan for life model is football's great, isn't it? But at the end of the day, like you say, it's about the social aspect. It's about being good individuals and people, and that's what we want. So everything we do, especially working with sort of under 18 age groups, is ensuring that they've got a football career of some sort, potentially lower level, whatever it may be. Some might make it as a pro, but actually they're good people, building foundations of career, you know, work-life balance, that sort of stuff, and understanding what skills you need to be successful in life. And mental health, huge, isn't it?
Brilliant. Also, I mean, this is the message that we got to get over. You know, this is a message we every time we come, I bang on about it. People must be sick to death of me, but I can't stop banging on about it because. No worries. You're all right, mate. We've got a bit of humour in it. And I do bang on about it. But my God, they've got to realise that money does need to fall down the pyramid, because the pyramid ain't just about Saturday afternoons at 3 o'clock. It's about what happened to all them kids if you weren't here.
Exactly that. And I think, you know, obviously Premier League and the EFL, they do a lot of work in the communities. There's a hell of a lot of funding there, you know, and we do access some funding as a charity, obviously the Breaks Community Foundation that we've got, but it's nowhere near the scale of what they're doing. We're relying on parents and people to you know, pay towards some aspects and then hope they come back in here and we can give it back, you know.
Do you find a difference in like the level of funding or the level of support that you get between being in the National League period like setup and being in like the Southern Premier League setup when you dropped out for a couple of years? Is there a big difference in
huge. And also from our point of view, I think, you know, people that are aware of Leamington and its background, punching above our weight, and because we're not sustained at National League level, we've done well. We had a few years here and there, but you know, we might drop down, we might come back because we're not settled there, whereas the National League Premier teams are, and they might have 2 years grace at least, sort of. They might get relegated and still stay in the South. If we drop out into the Southern, we get nothing else out from the National League. So National League Trust give us some funding as well, which is great, but we can't build on that funding because if we get relegated, we lose that, you know, sort of privilege, and there's nothing else out there. So we're relying on purely charitable, you know, funding pots that are out there to support local communities, and a lot of that is around disability work, youth work, getting youth off the streets. But again, if you're not within that niche, there's not a lot out there. You know, so if there's people that aren't, you know, within that disability bracket, or the youth centres that they're trying to keep people off the street because of knife crime, whatever it may be, you're then relying back on parents to fund things because there's not a lot out there for them. So fortunately we cover all aspects, and I think for that purpose we do cover all bases. I think we've got kids of all ages, abilities.
Proud of what you do. 100%.
It's a great club, it's a great community club, and I think you'll see that, you know, throughout the day. It's a real family.
What football's all about. You do realise, I know you've got your goal scores, but it's people like you what football's about.
A lot of people in the background, a lot of good volunteers at the club that make it tick.
Work with that,
absolutely.
Yeah, we try and give them.
We've learned that a lot as well. Like, on all the trips we've done around the country, the amount of volunteers that you don't even realise half the time, you know, that are there doing a job. And you know, it makes me laugh a little bit because when these teams have an FA Cup run, for example, and like the main TV companies pick up on it, suddenly these volunteers get a shout out. But they've been doing it, you know,
they're the reason why the club's there.
Exactly. It's just like, it's quite eye opening. We've been around, and it's very eye opening to see what they do and what a difference they make. And without them, you know, even people we've met today so far, you know,
I just wish the powers that be, and I don't just mean the FA and people like that, Premier League clubs or whatever, I mean like the government and everything. I just wish they would recognise what football is. It's not just about the game on Saturday. I keep saying it. I just wish they'd recognise the importance to a community of a club like this and show more support and understanding of what football. Football isn't about just kicking the ball, is it?
This is not.
You know, it's about everything that goes along with it. You know, looking after the kids, looking after the girls. You know, the fans that come here, give them something to do. You know, it's just. But you do like walking.
You just said the word community. No, that's it. The nail on the head. That's the one word to sum it up.
You know, and I don't think it's recognised. And maybe people might correct me and get pissed off with me a little bit, but hey, I don't care. I shout it out as loud as I possibly can every time I go anywhere. You know,
but there's some great clubs around. You know, it's nice the ones that do well on and off the pitch, and the families and communities that are getting good turnouts and crowds, and it does have that. You know, it's that wider personal impact, isn't it? As individuals, whether you're a child or an adult, coming by yourself to a game and that sort of stuff, having somewhere where you can come and have a beer or have a drink with someone.
And absolutely. You know, I mean, the way society is now. You know, and this is football. We talk about Premier League probably after the Championship. To me, they're businesses now. They're not what you get here.
100%.
And you, as we always say, you're no longer a fan, you're a customer. And that's what's lacking. In an understanding what football truly is about. But anyway, Chris, I know you're a busy man, very busy man, so we better let you go.
No, I appreciate your time.
Before we do go, though, got a prediction for today? I know you're not having a great season.
No, just
neither of that.
Our home will do us nicely.
A home win.
What
do you reckon?
I'll take anything today, to be honest. 1-0, 2-0, whatever it is. Honestly. Clean sheet will be nice.
Mate, it's an absolute pleasure. Really, really honoured to talk to you, mate.